CEWARN first represents the presence of member states in territories where the presence of those member states institutionally is quite thin in relative terms, because to embrace ever more citizens and bring them under the care of the state in terms of the provision of basic services, in terms of the provision of security, is the core work of the state. But the IGAD membership, the states have been slowly and steadily expanding their reach. And so CEWARN has been a pioneer, moving in to provide peace, reconciliation, and ways to engage communities that are unique to it. When we look at what can we learn from what CEWARN has been doing as governments, we can first learn a very basic lesson, which is that the people of the Horn of Africa have been reconciling and building peace amongst themselves for hundreds of generations. Therefore, even as we talk about empowering them and building their capacity, we need to have the humility to understand that they are the true experts in how to reconcile with each other. The people care more about their own security than anyone else. You care more for your family and your community than anyone else. So when you're involved and you know that your voice and your ideas are going to be at the heart of how peace is approached, then you give the best of yourself. You bring your networks and your knowledge to bear. What they need is our support, not our instruction, and certainly not our sometimes overinflated sense that solutions lie far away from the people. There's a very unique thing that CEWARN wants to do, is doing in its present strategy, which is building what I call embedded mediators. The model of the mediator globally is of a person who comes from somewhere else, and they are more quote-unquote neutral. And they're very important. But what CEWARN is doing at that local level is resourcing individuals who it has worked with for a long time, who understand the language, the customs, all the social practices around conflict, and giving them the opportunity to be empowered, knowledgeable mediators, for them to bring their local understanding and wisdom together with the cutting edge research on peace building that is being taken forward by academics and researchers. And if that experiment indeed works, I think it's going to yet again produce a new innovation for which CEWARN can be very proud. Member states, rightly so, are concerned about security issues. They're concerned to ensure that what may at first appear to be positive initiatives do not end up compromising security. So there's a strong strain within the Horn of Africa and the member states of change. And sometimes that change is not comfortable, but change is something that this region seeks and is used to. So CEWARN came proposing change to improve and strengthen. We must focus on CEWARN's ability to save lives. That is the single most important thing that CEWARN can offer. It's ready to do that. It's been doing that. It now has a strategy that allows it to do even more. And so for me, the challenges that are there are very real. The access, the attitude of certain agencies not cooperating enough, not cooperating fast enough. But really, at the end of the day, we all need to come behind CEWARN. We need to control our expectations, understanding the immense difficulty CEWARN has in being able to realize its vision. It needs more resources. It needs more staff. It needs different technical capabilities. But all those are very clear in how it has oriented itself strategically. Now it is for the member states, it is for the IGAD Secretariat, and it is for the donors to live up to this immense hope that CEWARN represents.